Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
I forgot I put the chat box over my face.
Well done.
Every
well
time.
done.
Thank you. Thank you. Here, let me just boop.
Excellent
Well
work.
done. Good job, everybody.
Hello. We're gonna need to shoot the shit for at least 5 minutes. I'm still waking up.
That's all right. I'm sure we can find some way to kill time.
Hell, I drove
Wake up,
here
wake up,
and I'm
wake up,
so
wake
kinda
up.
feeling
I
that.
can explain Lost lore. I'm thinking about Lost today.
Okay.
Wait, laws or what did you say?
Lost.
Lost, the
Lost.
TV
Like
show.
the show about the island.
Okay. I'm copying. I got you.
It's deep anti-lore.
Hat.
The
Yeah,
deepest anti-lore.
Once a year, we watch Lost.
Why? Wait,
That's
is
your
that
once
real?
a year show?
Yeah, it is.
Interesting. That sounds like a huge commitment because aren't there like 1 million seasons?
It's 7.
That's still a lot.
That's quite a few.
It's a lot, yeah.
Oh Lord. I did not
Man.
watch that show.
Neither did I. My brother had like the DVD box set, but I never watched it.
Oh.
Hmm.
I have this thing I enjoy. What the fuck? Why?
No. To be clear, I have no problem with you liking Lost, but it's a heck of a thing to watch through all of it once a year.
Now Victor's got problems, Auntie.
It does
Oh,
seem
no.
like it.
No, it's fine.
What, binge
Listen,
watching
This
something
is a me
every year?
problem. Watching
specifically
7 seasons
Lost,
of a
I think it
TV
is.
show.
I don't have
whole
like
show.
I guess it's just like I don't have like anything that I do like once a year, I don't think.
You don't do like a specific set of Christmas movies or something?
Not
you, Erica.
really.
Okay, I don't know why you say
I
that
have
like
to
it's a
watch Muppets
problem.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah, why is it a
Every-
problem that I have a 20-page list of movies that I gotta get to?
But, okay,
Oh my god.
so what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Do I have to pick one?
Okay, what's your favorite animated Christmas?
Klaus.
Okay.
Oh, that's
okay, the
solid.
Netflix
That's a good
Klaus.
one.
Klaus is very good. But although
Yeah, it is.
I have become very endeared to the new Scrooge movie.
Yeah, that one is actually surprisingly good.
Yes. I wish it was a musical instead, but yeah, I do like that movie. That's kind of who was dissing Auntie. Are we dissing Auntie? Wait, what?
No, I was not.
Oh, it was Victor. There you go.
No, I was not dissing Auntie. I am bewildered, but in the most respectful way.
No, it's fine.
Wait, no, Sean, beat up Sean.
Auntie always tries to bully me. It breaks my heart.
Auntie bullies a lot of people. It's okay.
That's
They lie and they bully. That's
Sean's
how
like,
it goes.
no.
How long is Lost, though? Hi, Julie. That seems like a serious yearly commitment.
Oh, hey,
It's
Julie.
like 7.
That's true. I don't think I have a
seasons.
TV.
It's not too bad.
I don't think I have a TV show that I binge every year. Although I almost did it yearly when I watched through all of Code Lyoko 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's
I
like,
only have one show that I watch every year, but it's Over the Garden Wall, which is an hour commitment.
oh my god, I still
Yeah,
I
that
have,
finally
one's a
saw
little
that
weird.
last year.
you know, I still
Covers
haven't
Cody's ears,
seen
who
it.
did not like that.
Cody did not like
you
it.
would enjoy it a lot, Celery.
I
think you would
know.
really
I
like
just
it.
never find the time. And there's like 5
It's
different.
an hour.
And there's like I know, right? And there's like me who's gone through all 6 appendices of The Hobbit. I don't have time. No, it's actually it's because I have 5 different people in my life that want to sit down and watch it with me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh,
Break
so you just
all
watch it multiple
conditional-
times.
Break all conditional norms. Watch it by yourself.
I mean, I was going to, and then everybody reminds me, and then I get all.
I also want to clarify. I didn't not like Over the Garden Wall. I
Wait,
just
what?
didn't. These two were trying to say that I didn't like Over the Garden Wall.
Wait,
I
who's these
didn't.
two? I've said nothing.
Auntie.
No, it's me and Sean.
Oh,
This is a
okay, I
great
got you.
start.
I got
Because
you.
we watched Over the Garden Wall with Cody. We made him sit down and watch it.
Oh, I see.
It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't love it. It was good.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And that's
It's fine,
fine.
Cody.
It was.
I just
it
like
was...
teasing you because you don't like things.
That's fair. That's fair. It was good. It's just that I was expecting to be like born again after seeing it, after everything I've heard.
Is that your fault
okay.
for having high hopes? Damn, I've never heard anybody explain it like that. I expected to go through a transformation.
I expected to be.
The way people talked about it, I thought I was going to.
I was told that I would love
usually
it, and that's kind of what I
transformed,
expect.
yeah.
We'll see.
Here,
I watched
never.
a movie about cats on a train, and it changed me.
I love that movie.
That's a good fucking movie. That's a good fucking movie.
I will never get over the one cut of that scene that goes from the cats talking on the train, looking out the window, and then just seeing a massive glowing white cross in the void.
So funny.
Whoa, what on? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't
This is
know.
all over my head.
What's the name of the movie again?
Night on the Galactic Railroad.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I
It
made them
is.
watch it last
Alright.
year, and
You did
it
not make us
was
watch
an
it.
experience.
It was for your birthday, and we did it of our own volition.
Ah, okay.
Night on the Galactic Railroad is lit. It's such a crazy ass movie, but it's great.
It just has some funny cuts, like the one where he's staring at the train, and then it immediately cuts to him silently sitting on the seat.
Okay, then we're here.
I think
Oh God.
I did see a film recently, a Netflix exclusive, because my brother wanted to see it. Not the youngest one, the other one who has almost like 1.5 kids right now, and he was just like, "Hey, this looks like right up our alley," and I was like, "I'm glad you like animated films too. That's a nice change of pace." And yeah, we watched The Sea Beast, and it had so much potential.
Oh yeah.
I was thoroughly enjoying the movie, and then in the last third of the movie, it just falls on its ass, and I was really mad.
Oh no.
I don't
No.
get mad at films. It's like I'm either like, all right, it's all right, or like, oh yeah, I'll definitely watch that again. I'm very passive with these films, but that one, I was like, man, whoever did the storytelling, fuck you.
Just God.
you.
Damn it.
There were
Just
so many
couldn't
cool
close it
things
out.
working, and then you tripped at the finish line. What the hell?
If you guys check in our chat, that's the transition scene to on the train.
Oh,
yeah,
this
he gets
gift.
hit. He almost gets hit by a train, and then it just cuts to him sitting on a train.
And then he's good.
He died.
Oh.
That train's the Grim Reaper.
Funnily enough, that's the
You're
overarching.
not entirely wrong.
That's what it. That's some great
Okay.
symbolism. Get hit by a train, I guess.
It's so
Okay.
fucking cool.
I could talk films forever, but that
Yeah.
means we wouldn't stream Phoenix right. So
Sorry, I got.
So I
Second.
guess
No, it's
Ace
totally
Attorney
okay.
is canceled, gang.
That's-
It's time for
it's time to
film
talk
This
about
is a-
exclusively
yeah, we got that
Christmas
now.
movies.
We got
we've
better
just
things to do now.
We've just got to get some Family Guy clips and
No.
Subway
No.
Surfer
No.
montage going in the background
No.
to attract.
You know you have to run these by me first, right?
But you left and gave charge to Victor Cody and myself.
I didn't do that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you left.
In
You
your
left us alone.
absence, we took power, and now you
When?
have no say.
I've been here the whole time, right?
We
That
stole
was
the stream
before.
key.
That was before you turned on the stream.
Oh, that doesn't count.
That was when Sean was posting things about his salad.
No, it was
Yeah.
after the salad.
Oh, it was after the salad. Okay.
Yeah.
After the
Oh,
salad, but
Lord.
before the death train.
Correct.
Yeah. Before the...
And after animated Christmas movies. I could talk
Anyway.
about Christmas films for a long time. We should escape while we can.
Yes. Let's
Fair.
go.
It's time. Let me get us over here.
Where were we?
We have just
Uh,
entered the first court date.
Yeah,
Um,
we finished the cross-examination with Gumshoe.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right.
And
now we're
Franziska
calling
von Karma
someone
has
to
been
the stand?
shot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my arm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
She
Franziska
got
has
fucking-
been shot, and
Oh, shit.
now we have Edgeworth. Let's go.
She got fucking shot.
Yep.
Sorry, I
In
was
the
taking a bite of my
shoulder. It
chalupa.
could be worse.
She took one for the team. It's fine.
You know, the Von Karma family curse of getting shot in the shoulder.
No shoulder is safe.
No shoulder is.
No shoulder safe.
Whenever she has a kid, she's like, "All right, we're just gonna get this out of the way right now." And
Click, click.
I thought she'd be more. You ever seen like a shoulder replacement? Those things are just solid metal inside of you.
Yup.
That's what he does.
Oh.
Yeah, just preemptively put in a metal shoulder.
It's always the left shoulder too. So what she does in preparation for this kid is like get him some nice like body armor for the left shoulder to keep him protected. Get shot in the right shoulder.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Oh Lord.
All right.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is the one we're going to.
I'm not warmed up for this.
Don't worry, neither am I. Witness, your name and occupation. Shit. Oh my. Oh,
Gotcha.
oh no. I'm.
Poor Edgeworth.
I wonder what happened to that calm and
Fuck, no
composure
game
he had
audio.
earlier.
No, no.
Hold on. Hold
Oh
on.
no!
Hold on.
Oh.
She scuffed it, gang.
Hold on.
Thank you, Ezri.
Hold on.
Thanks, Ezri.
Thank you, Ezri.
Hold on.
As always, for being on top of the audio game.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
They're all just see the Kanton City crew. They're looking at you, Celery. They're
on.
very disappointed.
Oh God, it's worse. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no.
They're all like, "How could you?"
I can't focus. All right.
Look at you, gonna make the prince cry.
No. God. We're back. We're back. Everything's fine now.
Oh God.
That was good.
Okay, is it live? Is it sounding?
Yes, we're here. I promise.
Excellent.
Ezri, you need to confirm
You can
because we
trust me.
cannot trust the
God
host.
dang it, Victor. Undermining me once again.
Sometimes I think of the time
I
that
thought-
Celery was silent for an hour and nobody said anything in the stream.
Yeah, I still
Wait, hold on.
still uploaded that.
I thought this entire stream was undercutting Erica.
Why do I have a stream?
You don't.
Why do I have a crew?
Oh, that's a better question.
Thanks, Ezri.
Thanks, Ezri.
You're a generous
Thanks.
person and a scholar.
Beautiful. Okay. I'm back to it. I
Oh,
wonder what
God.
happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh God.
Yeah, here we go,
It's
girl.
been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
Not been long enough. I saw the reporter with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch and the Witness stand.
He loves her
I
so
tell you,
much.
this time I know what I'm supposed to do.
No, you
So-
don't.
So today, I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with the terrible crime.
Oh, please.
Great, love
Yes,
that.
witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Grax.
Yes, madam.
No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Carita.
They were the same age.
Yep.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Phoenix and Cody are like mentally linked.
Oh God.
Because Cody is so done with us. Phoenix is done with everybody.
Those two were the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Leah,
coming up with these
I think they're like 24.
No. On Guard and
21 or
Corrito
something?
are both 21.
21, okay.
Yeah, Phoenix and
I think
Edgeworth
Edgeworth
were
and Phoenix are
24
old.
in the first game.
So they're like
I know.
25?
25, 26, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess 25 because it's been a year. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
That sounds pretty bad. So, Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room.
See? It has to be him. He's the murderer.
Now, hold on. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Get her.
Let's see.
All right. So you've got to press 2 statements.
Okay.
One that isn't technically required, but fills out the story a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Second statement.
Thank you.
Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan, who's dead.
You're on trial, lady.
And Edgy Poo, of course, who's not dead.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip?
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to our testimony later.
It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
Oh, right, you're here.
Yup, she's here, and so am I. Did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
And then we press statement 5.
Okay, so it's 3, 4. I know where this is going.
You saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yesy.
What? Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a little bit further.
Would it be the person's clothing?
It would.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got
Oh.
Because the button.
you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket.
He was wearing that at the detention center, too.
Pop collar looking fly.
I like the jacket. Not gonna lie.
It's a good look.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
And in fact, was.
It was very important.
Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Now, then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jersey be appended to her testimony.
The jersey?
Jersey?
Jackets. The jack.
Also, to clarify Cody, some of your complaints about that question, like, is this important or not? I assume it's because you can ask all 3 of those, and then you can decide which to pick from.
Yeah, in this case at least. But those other times where
Because
they're
we're
like,
following a guide to some extent,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that.
except for the questions where they're like, hey, you want to give up?
That's just to test your metal there, Scamp.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but all right. Right. Witness, please.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
Madam, you only badmouth people.
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Okay, hold on.
Present.
Let me think.
Hey.
Let me think. Is it this thingy?
It would be.
Yeah!
Found in On Guard's Hakama.
Yeah!
Ah. Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
It's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
What?
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this! Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
I love that the only sprite they have for that is with the helmet on.
Yeah.
Does she have to like totally put it on?
Yeah, it's like
or
safety first.
It's a requirement of the job.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Onguard's body during a full-body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pants of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants. The pleats of it. Brr, too early today.
See? And on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Witness? Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination.
Very much so.
But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt On Guard, was wearing his usual racing jackets? She put the fucking thing back on!
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you'd think, oh no. But instead I have to put up with you wearing this ridiculous...
Oh,
it's not
here
as
she
hideous, right? I got a
goes.
tape recorder
Uh-oh.
stuck on my chest. That's heavy. So heavy I wish I switched the CDs ages ago. Dream of life. Woo! Understand? Ah, I can't breathe.
He's got style.
That's enough. Now hold your tongue still for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai.
But when you think about it,
Blood down.
Stop.
they're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, this might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change!
I'm sorry, honey.
Stop
Oh,
undermining
okay.
me!
The parents are fighting again. Think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
I like the implication that the judge is their kid.
No, I'm just the uncle here to oversee
Oh, okay.
things.
Okay.
All right, if you insist.
No, clearly Maya's. Pearl's the kid.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. I should be the one sighing, not you.
On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Guess it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
Deja vu, right?
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
This.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so. And what I say is the truth.
That is evidently false.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness, please.
I feel like I don't have to on this one, but sure.
It's procedure.
What are we doing this time?
If you want some funny dialogue, the second statement, otherwise present on the fifth statement.
I like funny dialogue.
Okay.
Let's hear.
Bring on the funny.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please.
What is his eyebrow doing?
It is
He has
existing. I don't
He has a
know.
beauty mark.
It does.
What?
Yeah, he does.
I think it's actually like a little wrinkle, but it does come
yeah.
with a beauty mark.
I think
Oh,
it's an
by-
accent line for his eye, but
Yeah.
What? Okay.
That little divots.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
gone.
He disappears.
It's
It
gone.
disappears.
Okay.
Not
Just
too
his
long
wrinkly little
ago.
eyes.
It's so weird. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream? Well, I, wanted to be... What? Judge Wagner?
Gotta say it, Cody. Go.
Say it, Cody.
I had to make sure I was saying it right. I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's courts. So what?
See? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? And the now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that the man
you've
inside
been
that
paying
costume.
attention.
Isn't that enough?
I
Oh,
wanted to make
Judge
sure-
Wagner achievement.
Amazing. I wanted to make sure I said that right because my brain definitely first read that as Judge Wanker, and I did
Yeah,
get
Judge
that one wrong.
Wanker. Let's go.
Judge Wanker.
Oh
Ah, a good friend of mine, Judge Wanker.
no. Okay,
Oh,
so
Jones, what's his occupation?
The wanker.
Well, it's in the name. He's a judge.
What is the...
Stabbing.
Definitely the radio.
Do you want the answer?
I'm thinking.
Is it the
It's a bad day
knife?
for it, though.
No. it's
Okay,
the knife.
what are we thinking?
I mean, a knife stabs people.
It does,
I mean,
but like
yeah,
that
what's
doesn't
that got
really
to
have
do with
anything.
his costume?
There's a finger.
If he was
Oh,
in costume, he
if
wouldn't
he's
have his
in-
fingerprints
Yeah,
on
if he's in
Yeah.
costume, he's wearing gloves. See, I thought that was.
Oh
I thought that was gonna show up later, not now. But okay.
Yeah, the butter knife.
E.
E.
And
Still wondering why he stabbed him with a butter.
Banana knife.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Banana knife.
Banana knife.
Anyway.
Please
Banana
take a look
knife.
at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, it's not my. That's not my intention at all.
that's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I'm driving at.
Oh, please, you don't even own a car.
What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving? It's
He's
not
Probably
mine.
mine.
I think Phoenix still doesn't have a license.
He does not. He rides a bike to work.
Mr. Edgeworth, your car's
great.
still in impound. You never got it out. So whose car is this?
If Matt Engard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
I have a gun.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
But why?
And why would he do something like that? To leave his fingerprints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent for murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory?
There is.
There is.
I mean, I think this was during last week's stream, but didn't Edgeworth come into this saying it was a premeditated murder?
The more important bit of it is the knife itself. It wasn't a knife that it wasn't found in the room itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
right.
knife-
He
The
brought
knife
it
is
with
from-
him.
Yeah, the knife is from Matt's room, not Juan's.
Yeah.
That's right. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Engard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent.
Present the knife.
Yeah, it's like we just present the knife again.
Yeah.
Ah, banana knife, my beloved.
Do.
No.
Banana knife.
God dang it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, where's the audio
Do it at
go?
least
It's
once.
fine.
Oh, hold on. Where did the audio go on our end? Can anybody else?
I think it's just a pause.
Okay.
Yeah, this part's just a pause of the music. This knife. This was used by Matt Engard at dinner.
Okay.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to Mr. Corrida.
Silly Phoenix. The killer is a different character.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent for murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from suspicion 1.
Sufficient.
Position.
Oh, crap.
It's okay. Honestly, I was sitting here like, how do you say that word?
Supposition.
No, I know now. Never mind. Never mind.
And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive.
Well, it sounds like you're talking like me now, Phoenix.
Well, it sounds like you're on the wrong side here, bud.
And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order, I say. Order in the court.
This song is a bop.
Yeah.
Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame On Guard.
Exactly.
To
Yeah.
hide the murder method. I mean, no.
Yeah?
Like, yes, but no.
It's to frame my client, Matt On Guard, of course.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing this interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness?
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Bailiff, get this woman out of here.
Bailiff, do what he says. Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Matt On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
Sounds like that's what she's saying.
I am
You
so
sound
sorry,
like
I'm here.
Well,
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
Hmm? She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Carida. Am I correct, witness?
Ha ha ha. The way you think. You are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Judging?
So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida.
Maybe, Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible.
Wrong sibling, Cody.
Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
I got this.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Her.
Adrian.
Correct.
Celeste in.
Celeste and Pat.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... Well, this is... yes, very interesting. I see, yes.
Your Honor, would you like me to read it for you?
No, I'm just going to keep this, actually.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Aaron. Sorry, Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt. The witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I could throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, what in the world are you? Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. Hey, that rhymed.
Post the sauce.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is this dumb
Hello,
sprite.
my dentist. Yes, hello,
This is
hi.
going to take the wind out of you, youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Yes, please. I'd like
I
to
do have a
define
quick
them.
thought before we continue because I've realized I don't think Auntie has had any lines in the last 30 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All I was gonna ask is, do you want Mia? But
No. It's fine.
Oh.
You went a long time without speaking. It's only fair that
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
else has
Yeah,
to.
last time. That's
Yeah.
right. Last time you had like 5 scenes in the whole stream.
Yeah, no,
this
this
is why I
this
want to
is
make
totally
sure
fair.
that
This
everybody's
is totally fair.
Okay.
I appreciate it, though.
Thank
As you
you.
wish. As you were, continue. Get this bitch.
Holy crap. I need coffee. I'm keeling over. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I offer you some coffee from
Oh,
my cup.
thanks. Thanks, man.
Slurp,
God
slurp,
is
slurp.
one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do
Yeah.
that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
And the entire courtroom and
Yep.
the busted NDA that you signed, so...
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter. And found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true? Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited now.
That's right. On guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire.
What?
Phoenix,
Yep,
nobody
everyone
says
knows that.
What?
Everyone knows
Yeah,
that.
Very
Okay.
common saying.
Very common idiom.
Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone.
Danger zone!
There's just a lot of squeaking. A lot of squeaking.
Yeah.
Secret
Oh, Lord.
information by Wendy Oldbed.
You can press the fifth statement.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Wait.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I pulled a Cody, jeez. I'm so sorry.
Pretty sure we've all done this at some point.
No, I think of Cody more than anyone, though.
I do it all the fucking time, and I don't know why.
Okay, give me a second. Let me just pop my neck. Okay, alright.
Just here's a
We just hear
violent
it.
cracking across the mic.
You
I was
just
gonna say we heard a loud snap and then suddenly it goes quiet.
Go to go upstairs and check.
okay. Oh. God, all right. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
Don't tempt me, woman. How in the
We
world
have-
did that old bat get such secret piece of information?
We have evidence.
We do have evidence.
Evidence.
So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Oh my god. Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that.
Witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it?
The stolen camera.
The stolen camera
Oh,
case. Yes.
shit! Okay.
Lotta had a made-up title for a tabloid in it.
Yeah.
The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Oh, yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain notes she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outread impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous
Oh.
ideas, you say?
Our music's coming for you.
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Aha! That's it! That's the notes!
Oh, Kellyanne, 90 Street
Are you in
Street. God
possession?
dang. Thank you
Yeah,
so
wow.
much.
Are you in possession of stolen property?
Ah! Ah! No! You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Yeah, top secret grocery list.
And you were the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you?
Not in the slightest.
I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. Took the entire camera.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, damn, he got you good. It was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
No!
No!
Okay.
Never!
Okay.
We do not forgive.
Do not forgive. Do not forget.
If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to this prosecution. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it! And I can prove it!
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Phoenix.
No kidding.
Are you putting
that
my
T-rating.
credibility under scrutiny again?
You have no
Miss.
credibility.
Miss Old Bag. I don't believe that the notes is the only thing you stole that night.
Once more! With
Yeah, I was gonna say, she'll steal the camera.
We just put the same fit. That was it. Wow, that was a gimme. Okay.
Yep.
Miss Old Bag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
Maybe it was just testing the player and being like, you are
Knowledge
paying
check.
attention, right?
Yeah.
You aren't using a walkthrough, are you?
This is like when
That
you're
wouldn't
taking a
help.
multiple choice test in school and B is the answer like 3 times in a row and you're like, it fucking can't be, right?
Right. It's too easy. A camera.
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me.
Why, witness?
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
I have a quick question. Is Old Bag actually older than the judge?
It's possible that
unlikely,
she's
I would say.
younger or like similar aged. I don't know.
Old Bag is like what, 52, 54 in her profile?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I can't remember if
Wait,
the judge
what?
has a court record profile tab.
Hold on.
We can
Wait.
find out.
She looks older than 50s. Hold on. I mean,
Check the court
sorry, Old
record.
Bag, but like
Just-
that's what
Sorry.
that's what it is.
The judge doesn't have a
God.
tab.
Oh my god.
Age
What the
unknown.
fuck? Damn it!
Oh my god. You.
I thought she had an actual age listed.
She
Never
can't
mind.
be in her 50s. I thought she was at
Yeah,
like
I mean,
late
she's got to
60s.
be like 70s, late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
But the judge, I mean,
Yeah,
could
she's-
easily also be like 60s. So
Huh. Then
I
again,
thought I
Juan,
could.
Juan
I don't know
looks
why I thought
32,
she
not
had.
21. So,
Yeah.
and Will Powers does not look 24.
Yeah.
No.
Bullshit.
He's just got a mean face. Why are you bullying him?
No, he
when
just,
the
has,
bag
he
smokes
just has a
2
massive
packs a day.
face. Grr. It looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
Well, that wasn't
I
borrowing.
think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's what I noticed it said. Lime bag celebrity photographer extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
All right, bitch. Bailiff. Check this camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once.
no shit.
That's true. We do have a camera with photos now.
Chigiri.
Well,
actually
Mr.
had that
Edgeworth,
today.
what do we have? Edgeworth?
Hello?
Sorry.
Yeah?
I was contemplating something.
Oh,
I
something.
I know it's super early, but would anybody be bothered if we took a small break? I really need
Get
to
some
get
coffee.
some coffee. I
Yeah.
Lagging hard. That's I mean, that's a pretty decent transition because we're gonna get new evidence, and then
Yeah.
Old
Yeah, I
Bag's
think it's
probably
fine.
off the stand after this. Honestly,
I'm done.
Thank
in
God.
school.
That'll work.
I'm just
We're about to go into trial part 2.
it's pretty bad right now. It's just an off day.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
understandable.
I'll try not to do like a full 5 minutes. I'll try as soon as I am back here with my coffee, like we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I'll be right
I
back.
could stand to step
Yeah.
up and walk around.
I mean, if you want to round it to 5 minutes, like that's fine because I'll go ahead and use the restroom, and we'll just be
Okay,
set to go
sure.
for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, we'll be back.
That'll work.
We'll back in no time at all. See you soon, guys.
Adios, muchachos.
BRB.
Welcome back. Yeah,
Hello
thank
there.
you, thank you, thank you.
Glad to be back, Celery. Let's have ourselves a
You
good
know what?
rest of the stream.
I totally forgot to like, I don't know, introduce us.
I mean,
That's fine. We
at
were
this
chatting.
point,
People should be aware of us.
I'm the green person. That's the blue person. That's the person that wears blue. That's the ghost, and that's the purple guy.
Hey, I'm purple guy.
oh no.
Cody is Sonic.
Cody is
I
Sonic.
knew it. Oh, okay. Whew. I got a few sips of coffee in me. I'm already feeling a bit better. So let's hit this.
All right.
There's only one
Round
photo
one.
that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
What do we
The
got?
evidence!
Give me the tea, Edward.
This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you. That's the guy I saw.
That's not at all what you said. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
I've said so
Kinda.
many things today.
What does all of this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. On Guard clearly stated that, at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
Shit.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
Damn.
Matt, what
Order.
are you-
Eat.
How did it come to this?
Eat it right.
I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Surely there is no more. Not a single scrap that could possibly save Matt on guard. He is most
I'm sorry.
definitely guilty, and as soon as I am able to swing my gavel, I will declare my verdict.
I need a second. I'm sorry.
All it take is a single space bar and your career is done, right?
Coffee went through my nose.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened. It just happened. Ow.
Oh, the sinus cavity really sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm good.
Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
What kind of question is that?
I need you to agree, otherwise I can't call it. It's procedure.
God. If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I put Maya's life in jeopardy.
Oh, right, Maya.
Yeah! I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess.
The highway to hell. Let's go.
Let's go.
So,
There is
This
something
photo-
weird.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm sorry, Cody.
you can clearly see
All
it.
good.
Can you? Is it the?
Man, hold on. I want
There's-
Cody to
There's
figure
no
it out.
button.
Yeah, let's see if
There's
Cody
no
figures it
Yeah,
out.
there's no button on the
Okay,
Hakama.
okay, that's not the thing that we're worried about.
Oh,
Huh.
There's something
There's-
else.
and I don't know it
Something
either.
There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo.
But Mr.
There's-
Wright clearly disagrees.
Well, Mr. Wright's pissy. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
What did
You
you
have one of
say?
Well, you see, in World War II, they had bunker busters to break through the stone bunkers that people would stay in,
Yes.
on the opposing side.
The
Ah,
writing on this case, they really were like, let's just say some shit.
Let's just
They
go
really
for
did.
it. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? That's illegal.
This is not wartime, Mr. Wright.
Anyway, please look at this photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, Then you should only need one chance, correct?
Judge, Judge, what the fuck?
Well,
Again,
I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
now then, let's hear your objection. Or the end of your fucking career.
Oh my God.
What about this photo is strange?
All right,
Holy
Cody.
shit.
Cody, I want you to look at this closely and
Okay.
think about it.
God. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't have any of his weapons. No, those were all in the room though. That makes sense. They got left in the.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
Cody, do
there's
you want a
no-
hint that's not going to directly give it away?
Yes.
Something happened like this in game 1.
I don't know if that helps him.
I don't think it's gonna help.
It's with the steel samurai case, I imagine. You know, that case there was an injury. I don't think Matt injured. I don't think so.
The
Surprised
photo
you
was
remembered
similar.
that. I know what you're trying to
Cody,
hint at, but I don't think
you're
it's
totally
working.
wrong at thinking about the injury. Like, think it's not an injury, but think in a similar space. On the body.
I'm not sure that these are helping.
I probably not.
It's okay.
Like, I'm just remembering the photo from that case and know full well it was the
Well, like-
same.
Yeah. We had to point to the same area,
We did.
That's what I guess I.
but for a completely different reason.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but
Yeah.
I pointed it badly.
He has 6 fingers. It's AI generated. It's all a hoax.
God,
Is it
AI
that we
generation
can't-
is so funny.
Is it that we can't see his right arm? Is
No.
something hiding from us? Damn it, I can't. I don't know what's wrong
Alright.
here.
So, Cody,
It's down here.
you can't see the feet.
Why is that?
No.
Why is
Wait.
that, Cody?
Oh, wait a minute. In his normal stage outfit, can you see his feet?
You can
Yes.
because it's
I
made
don't
for his
oh.
body.
Ah.
Oh, could. I thought maybe you just couldn't. I didn't remember from the old arts or anything.
If I could go back to
His pants
actually,
are too
yeah,
long for his goddamn feet.
well, if I
wish
could
you
go
would
back
let
to
you
the
examine-
if I could go back to the court record and like look at the poster again, I would, but it wouldn't let me.
Ah.
But yeah, no, you can't see his feet in the stage outfit. Like, these don't drag as badly. You can see how bunched up they are.
Ah, okay. Huh. All right.
Same thing happened with the Steel Samurai case.
Yeah, someone else is wearing it. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
Oh, we can bring up the court record.
And
I'll
what does
do
that
it.
mean?
They might actually show it here anyway.
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard.
Steel Samurai song.
Impossible. What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster.
Okay, good.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, there they are. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
I see socks. His socks. You can see his socks. I don't know how to say that.
Exactly. I know, right?
Socks,
How-
I believe, Your Honor.
However,
Listen here.
in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk.
Grr.
Grr.
There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendants.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, you know?
Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who is the person wearing the nickel samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah. Why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? Maya Fey! Oh, dang!
No, it should be
Not again.
Adrian.
It should be.
She's
That's my guess, yeah.
It was noted that she was pretty short.
that she was pretty short, and she
Yeah, they
did
keep
admit
talking about her first.
she did admit to
Sorry.
going to Juan Carita's room after Matt on guard's room.
That's right.
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it's none other than this woman.
Then why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short.
Short queens rise up, right?
Besides the point. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get to a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it.
Banana knife.
Banana knife. The knife that was used as the murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida.
No.
It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
What?
Oh shit!
Shut up, everybody. Order, order, order! It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day? If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? Judge is about to adjourn the courts. I imagine we have to raise an
Objection.
objection.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Now then, what?
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
No, I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she is... What?
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
You and your stupid
He's
heroic
got it.
music.
His theme music comes in.
My theme music's playing, Your Honor. It's my turn.
Cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
This unexpected developments. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Andrews is all. It's all happening according to plan, even as Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
You son of a bitch! What?
What he said. What's the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She's the next witness.
God! Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Oh, please, call me what
I
you
knew
do
there
all
was-
day.
I knew
Sorry.
there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. So
This
it
has
is
been-
written, so my hammer falls goodbye.
This has been the announcements from the judge. We will now take a 10-minute recess.
Wahoo!
Wahoo.
Wahoo!
This
Alright.
game's rules still confounds me with
Cody, there are no
Gremling
rules.
and Mia.
No rules, just right. All Ace Attorney.
Dude, I can't believe that, Adrian. No way! Not cool. And collected Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See? She could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama.
Rude.
No. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She's the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Wonder what's under his other
Phoenix.
eye.
Boy, I'm talking a lot here.
Not a single brain cell.
Go break.
Single one. Phoenix. You think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and a reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. Sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's.
It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship.
You still haven't had a part to play, Auntie.
I'm fine.
This
That's
is
why
why
I'm
I
doing the-
asked.
No, it's
'Cause
totally
I'm
fine.
like, I don't know if Auntie has anyone coming back.
I do.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, in the next set of trials,
I'll be fine.
look,
I'll be
we'll
fine.
we've got an
We'll get there.
investigation between now and then.
We had 5 people through this
Also-
playthrough, and this keeps happening. It's just a thing.
Also, because I was curious and it was bothering me, Celestin Pax's like kind of pun on the name is a play on Celestial Impact. You know, referring to the 2 stars, Matt Ungard and Juan Carita.
It's also like
shit.
Celeste rhymes with rest, and then in pax means in peace.
The
Celeste
French
is-
word celestial peace.
Jesus.
Thank you for subscribing, Box. Wahoo!
Hey.
Wahoo!
Also, apparently in the stage play and the show, her relationship with Adrian was changed because of all the sapphic leanings.
That'll do it.
That will do it. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Carita's room.
Oh, damn, I'm 2 witnesses today.
What is your occupation? Cousins in one, older sister in the other.
Really?
Yes.
They actually did.
Cousins in the
Also-
stage play, older sister in the anime.
We
really,
forged
really
it,
quick
this bitch.
Hmm?
fun fact. Carita's name got changed in, I believe, the Spanish dub because it is slang for like an ejaculation.
Oh,
Damn.
well.
So
Yep. Don't want to do that one.
Oh,
it's a fun fact for everybody.
that's a fun fact, yeah. Subscribe
Holy shit.
to the channel for more,
Yeah.
for more of Auntie's fun facts.
We have lots of fun facts.
Ahem. I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Ongard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland. Why would you even imply such that?
Your Honor,
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
yes, McPherson.
Sorry, I saw that.
I would ruin the tone of this case a little bit. Like, yes, and then poor dead Jizz McPherson.
Yeah, you can't really get with that one.
Okay,
Incredible.
okay.
So fucking good.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim, as previously he addressed.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Carita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter, or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. You know, maybe we should take another recess for lunch.
I'm
But
fucking hungry.
But I didn't kill him.
No one is accusing you of that.
That's not what
I
I
am.
heard.
Yet.
I think
Phoenix
there's
raises his
someone
hand,
who would
actually.
beg to differ.
Actually.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well, then, witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that has taken place. God, I hate whenever my lines are split like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. Whoa.
Whoa.
What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
What? Wait, what?
This is all perfectly
Honey, what?
natural.
Fucking thirsty.
You poured yourself a glass of juice? What the
Yes.
fuck?
Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime, and I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yes, I know.
In order
Sorry, I'm
to
just
catch a
thinking
person,
about that.
in
Go
order
ahead,
to
sorry.
catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations.
You should disrupt her pacing. Throw off her groove, as it were.
Well, I'm sorry, you've thrown off the... You've thrown off the...
This is great.
Nope.
Nah.
Nope, it's gone.
Disrupt her pacing.
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
It was a long conversation to have.
Was.
Yeah.
Another fun fact, in every translation, except for Chinese and French, Andrews' name is pretty gender neutral.
Instead of giving
like
her
Adrian.
2 male names.
Yeah.
Adrian could be a male or a female name.
Yeah.
It does become important that she has a job.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything,
okay.
so.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just trying to. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Train from crashing, I got you.
Okay, what are we doing?
Press the third statement.
You were in shock.
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corrida.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. Apparently not you. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
Aw, thanks.
Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
And then statement 5.
Okay, this is 4?
Yep,
Five.
and there's 5. Juice?
Juice.
Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
Cody, tomato juice is... no, I can't even.
Wouldn't they just call it
Yeah,
grape
that's
juice?
what I fucking thought.
Couldn't they have just said
They-
grape juice? Wouldn't
No,
they
it's
should have
tomato.
done work?
Grape juice would have been wine. Tomato juice is more popular in Japan.
Huh.
But burgers, I don't know.
It's not ketchup!
I do
But-
actually think it is supposed to be like, even in the Japanese, it is juice
It's
because
actually
like
juice.
the creator of Phoenix Wright
Oh,
fucking
wait.
loves juice.
Maybe it's,
Okay.
maybe it's like a Bloody Mary. That's a tomato-based alcohol drink.
Oh, it could be that
Gross.
too. Yeah.
And
Correct.
it's awful.
And usually,
Yeah, I
and sometimes
hate it.
those are served with a stick of celery poking out.
Oh, it comes back
Wow.
around.
It looks
Back
disgusting.
around.
Anyway,
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
huh?
There were no lip marks on this glass of wine to suggest that anyone drank from it.
Wine glass? It's a wine
I-
glass.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself a glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now?
We press that further.
Miss Andrews. I'm convinced that as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I.
I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Teal pants.
The flower vase?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? That one? That vase?
What style?
Was it Rococo or something?
Teal's a good color.
It is
This
a good
mess
color.
of glass shards.
Teal is a good color? Is that what you said?
Teal.
Teal.
The color
Her
teal.
pants.
Oh, teal. Yeah, teal.
Oh, I see.
She has like bright turquoise teal pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you.
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
That's a problem!
Looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. Now,
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
So, we can present something on that, and you know what it is.
I do, maybe. It's the guitar case, right?
Hey.
Correct.
Yeah. E.
You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is that correct?
Yes.
And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case?
Is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, then the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside.
by Jove, that's very true.
Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
Okay.
Look at this photo.
Thankfully, they haven't said exactly that this game, but they did it
Yes.
like six
just you
times.
wait.
They're trying to avoid it.
The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shards should be inside, not outside the case.
Ah,
What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all?
No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case.
But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar found at the studio, it has no bearing on the case at all.
That very well may be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relationship to this case, doesn't it?
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Make her testify.
Okay.
Yep.
Testify.
Testify!
The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this. Oh, but it is you.
Oh, you little. I can't believe I'm doing this either.
All right. I'll follow along for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor. Seashell.
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 E-
I don't remember too clearly.
Seashell.
because I know it's seashell. Okay. Now I'm distracted by it.
Seashell.
Seashell. I don't remember too clearly because I was in a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Seashell.
I think we need a little better than that, honey.
It looks like this really wasn't a very important point.
This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
God, you. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination.
Using any way to change the topic, a convenient escape for a weak man.
Oh my god. Seashell. And now it
On
is a
we go.
seashell. Wait, what are we doing?
You can present something on the second, third, or fourth statement.
The second,
Convenient.
So,
third.
any of those you can present on.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh wait, shit! No, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Whoops.
Let me. Hold on.
Objection! How long have you been the lawyer, Mr. Wright?
Attention, Mr. Wright.
Ow.
Okay. Tab.
On any of those three, you can present the guitar case.
Yeah. So
Because she says she's opened it afterwards.
yeah, and it doesn't have her fingerprints.
Yep.
Corey does.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just for the record,
Yeah.
the letter Q is next to the tab button, and both of those do different things in this game.
That's fair.
Just wanted to say that.
A likely excuse.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
You know what I have to say to that?
E.
More
Yeah.
at 11.
We're not going to 11.
Aha.
There. There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
So upset.
Oh, why did I say that?
Fuck.
Like, what the fuck?
I would just say that thing. Come on, man.
It's elementary, my dear.
I'm not your.
Always wanted to say that at least once since I started this job.
God damn it, right?
Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case were those of the victim.
That's not a seashell.
What is it, Miss Andrews?
A seashell.
I see no seashell.
You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
What do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time?
Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was the night of the awards ceremony, so of course I was dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember.
Seashell.
I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I see. Well, right, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. I'll take her word for it.
That is
That
weird,
feels
though.
strange. You were wearing gloves. Isn't that a little strange?
Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time?
We do.
What's on that glass?
Certainly something we haven't already talked about.
There we go. It did have her fingerprints on it.
Yep.
I have your proof right here. This wine glass.
The wine glass.
You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass.
Yes.
Ah,
Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice. Wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
ah, my glasses. There we go.
Oh god!
I love how sassy he's standing too.
Yeah.
Like,
Order.
Oh, yeah.
Order.
Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
You're a basket case.
I wonder if it really was empty, though.
But the guitar... the bright red guitar was at the studio.
Not the guitar, you idiot. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean... it was a bright white guitar?
yeah.
Wait, that's not right either.
You know I made the joke, but now I've got Basket Case by Green Day stuck in my head.
You have
Nice.
no time
Time to listen to me whine.
Took every ounce of my being not to join in.
Oh yeah.
I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case...
Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into his misguided... Fuck you.
Fuck off. No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. Which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it's wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
If you're so sure, right? Then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case.
The bright red guitar not being the only thing. You don't mean to suggest that a bright black guitar...
Oh god.
So, you intend to push your theory that this case was not empty? Is that it, right?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now, then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder?
I know what it is.
Yes.
How do we...
Either that photo or the Nickel Samurai.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
This is just a photograph. Every time...
Nope.
Anyway.
Resisted.
Yes.
No.
But what is important is what is in that picture, Your Honor. I would say on
In
that
this
picture.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that?
That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews?
Uh,
I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct?
You mean this photo? Bang, bang, bang. Order! Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later.
Works every time. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Matt on guards. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room?
That is a good question.
Inside the guitar case, of all places.
you haven't figured it out, Cody.
True. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case?
First answer gets you funny commentary. The second answers are correct.
Yeah, I know.
Let's do the correct one.
Yeah.
Just in case there is a penalty on the line. So.
It's one penalty point.
Yeah, but you know.
I know.
But
We
for
want
the
to feel good about
achievement-
ourselves.
Mr. On Guard did not take his costume off during break period. In that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one.
What?
Then are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Wow! And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case?
It would mean that the victim himself had brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose.
But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was the Jammin' Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act?
And therein lies the sticking point.
Right! What are you mumbling to yourself about now? You've just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue.
Uh-huh. No, I just...
Do you not have an inner monologue? Am I the only one that has an inner monologue?
Mr. Wright, please explain yourself, or Mr. Edgeworth will have a conniption. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai's spare costume?
I think the judge is going to have the conniption
God.
first.
I almost choked seeing Box. Objection, what the hell did you just say?
What the hell you say?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one?
No.
Think carefully
No.
before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you.
Alright, let's see if Cody can figure it out.
Alright. This
Cody.
is
Cody,
what
I
I
believe
think.
in you.
Okay.
The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai's spare costume to the hotel was...
Oh, I think I remember.
I
yeah.
remember.
I remember.
Thing.
I remember.
I remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm.
Pepperidge Farm is just gonna.
Do you want me to like slowly go through the evidence?
I've forgotten a few pieces of evidence. Confess to something. Oh, right!
There it is.
And Matt didn't know about the
Yeah.
press flow.
Yeah,
he
after-
did not.
after. He was gonna go out and try and ruin his reputation.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Okay.
What is this?
On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference.
A press conference?
Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I heard about this as well. For once you're not making something up, right? Congratulations.
Oh my.
Rude.
But what struck me as strange is that Mr. On Guard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night.
Seashell.
There
How
we
can
go.
that be?
But wait. Check this out. Seashell.
Seashell. Yeah.
Oh, seashell. Seashell.
The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself.
The victim?
Yes. The
Yes.
spare nickel samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the nickel samurai.
Oh, incredible. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? But
Oh
why
my
would the
God,
victim do
guys.
such a thing?
That's
Please
something
do.
I don't quite know yet. However, what I'm concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference.
The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I wager he was going to reveal something about himself.
Which means that Juan Corrida, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt on Guard.
Yes, I guess that is what it would mean.
Well, if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's a public disclosure.
Whoa.
Seashell. Miss Andrews?
Seashell. I can see why you are pros at Seashell at what you do. This is the fate I've carved for myself. Everyone in the
Pardon
chat
me.
is like Seashell.
Seashell, seashell. Let's go, seashell.
Seashell.
Objection, Seashell.
Seashell.
Okay.
This is your cross now.
It's
Bear it.
Celery's a sleeper agent, and that card is her activation phrase.
Seashell.
Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan.
What? Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him. That was also me.
You?
Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway.
He was going to ruin him, huh?
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
What?
Wow,
gets better.
that's juicy. Hey, can we get more tea on that? You know what the secret of Mr. On Guard's is, Miss Andrews? Spill the tea.
All right, that's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone.
No.
Seashell.
Seashell.
But that's to be expected.
No!
I've been trying to protect Matt after all.
Protect Mr. On Guard? Then why'd you make the damn suits?
And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Seashell.
No, it's not here.
You only can do it when she shows the shell.
Yeah, there is a process.
There's a method. Come on.
Seashell.
Celery
From the
activation.
moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling Seashell.
Seashell.
Matt
You'll
had
be
a
a
good
long
one,
one,
no matter
y'all.
what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Seashell. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence. Seashell, of course.
Seashell.
The button and the knife. I've got this!
Do it.
It's my cross to bear. Get off of the cross.
Get off of the cross.
There's been a lot of people put on the crosses, thank you.
Good. All right. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. Okay, good. Finally got through that.
This does account for everything.
Well, I am the logical type.
We're finally seeing her true self. She is more nervous than a scared. Wait.
What a weird way to phrase that. Anyway,
If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I'm ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine, Mr. Wright.
Looks like somehow everything was swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight onto this and turn her logic upside down.
Seashell.
you have gained a bit of weight there, Mr. Wright.
Oh, that's so rude.
Whoa.
Seashell. From the moment I
It's
saw
been
the crime
stressful.
scene.
Press statement 4.
A lot of burgers.
Oh, right,
a lot
we
of
have
late
seen
night
this.
burgers.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Seashell.
Seashell.
Press it.
You.
Kill.
Yeah. You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage.
Have you seen this? That, what about the button?
The button?
It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
You're talking about this button, correct?
That button was found in the pleats of Matt's Hakama. Blech. Isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence.
Looks like you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright.
Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please, fix your testimony.
I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat.
Itch.
Thank goodness Mia can still look at me.
Oh.
With an icy stare. Yes.
Get out of my head!
Miss Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony.
That button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. She's a closet door.
You can present.
A photo?
Maybe? I don't actually know. 'Cause
So,
it's like,
what would confirm that it was torn off and how it was torn off? Like how the fight went on. One would say something that keeps changing.
Juan's autopsy?
the autopsy report.
He was
He was
strangled with a scar.
Then stabbed.
And stabbed.
Yeah, it would be that, right?
Yep.
Presumably. This is the victim's autopsy reports. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf.
Strangulation.
The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died.
And what does that mean?
Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it,
Blood.
which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume. When?
After the knife was stabbed into the victim.
Exactly. Which means it is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle. Because the victim was strangled to death in that fight.
Ah!
That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was
Consciously.
consciously. Wow. This button was consciously pulled off of the victim's already dead body.
How gruesome. Order! Order! But what is the...
What is the meaning of this, right? So what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change?
Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you making it simple for yourself?
Why was the button torn off? purpose did that serve, bitch?
What purpose?
Damn.
We now know that this button was not torn off during the fight. So the murderer took the time and effort to purposefully rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it?
Mr. Wright, does this mean? What I think it means, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? What was it?
To pin the crime.
Yes.
There's only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. On Guard.
Mhm.
There's no way anyone would put a bloodied pin on their own pants. That's right. Mr. On Guard was set up. By the real killer, of course.
Order. And the real murderer is... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then?
Finally.
You have to tell me.
I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point.
Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet. Not until the very end.
The real killer, the person who planned to frame Mr. On Guard is...
Well, shit. He looked so nonplussed.
Yeah.
I don't know, the judge was like, ah, shit, here we go again.
Oh, he's gonna say something weird again.
Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you. You are Mr. Corrida's killer.
She's
What?
like, come on.
Hey, hold on, that's my thing.
Order, 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 Mr. Wright. This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge?
Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews.
What? How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me.
Already did, bitch.
I can't, can I? Would you care to test me?
Then what about this knife?
The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, naturally.
Naturally.
A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you.
Thank you. Then, what about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama?
This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died.
If Miss Edwards is
I
the
guess
murderer, why
Andrews?
is she so pretty?
He's got a point.
There you go. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. On Guard was the real killer, there's no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. God, she's got a lot of
Big
those.
pair of glasses today.
The only person who could have put this button into Mr. On Guard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which is you yet again, Miss Andrews.
I see. What about the empty guitar case?
That's also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews.
Rip to Adrian's optometrist.
What are you talking about? He's making bank off of this.
Yeah,
How many pairs of
Fucking
glasses?
money.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 50.
That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was such a costume, that it was just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews.
No, I...
But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar king. It was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time.
That is true.
Oh, that's right.
That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something to open it up. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposefully left her fingerprints on the glass to show that yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of the dead body.
I have great
To top
insurance.
it all off, there's this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this nickel samurai is Mr. On Guard.
Old bag just wheezing somewhere.
He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him.
Ugh.
Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not?
Kinda
Please
rude.
stop.
Well, how about it, Miss Andrews?
Um,
I've got her this time.
Miss Andrews?
I refuse to testify.
What was that?
There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me.
Please the fifth.
Oh shit!
Well, yes. You are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves.
What?
Phoenix, Damon used this.
Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. On Guard's room.
Oh, hey, Auntie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Von Karma! Look at that!
Adrian Andrews.
Yes?
Been caught about what we just understood.
All right. Seashell.
Seashell. Sorry.
God. That's it. That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head.
Damn.
She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things looked bad.
You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there is still one thing you haven't done.
Something I haven't done?
What's wrong, right? Well, you finished already. Run out of evidence?
Huh?
What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless.
What?
Everything you have proven. It's circumstantial.
Circumstantial?
Yes, circumstantial. I have the definition right here. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to kill Mr. Carita.
Oh shit, here we go.
Here we go again.
Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Carita?
I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering.
But, Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think?
Legally
Maybe-
speaking, no.
Maybe so or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it. Either way, God, I don't know what's wrong with me. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence.
No! She's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia! What should we do?
Don't look at me. Somehow, we've landed in the worst possible situation.
I think we have reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify, and the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid, definitive proof.
But that's not true!
In this situation, there is only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess.
Oh no.
Recess?
I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter. And at tomorrow's trial...
Tomorrow? We don't have a tomorrow! If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial. Please continue the trial.
What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he?
That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya...
Edward's like, what? But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is...
It is not impossible for this trial to continue.
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you...
It's true, Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony.
Yes, that is very true, but...
Actually, there is one little thing I'm curious about. Miss Andrews. When you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice.
Yes.
Remember, we all laughed about that.
And
I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice.
sorry.
Ah!
So my actions were unusual, but Seashell, I've already...
Before you speak, I want to state that if you have any reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect.
Testify?
Testify.
Testify.
Your Honor, I would like to request the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness.
How?
We're bullshitting it.
We're
Don't know
just
what it
trying
is
to
about
keep
Edgeworth
time
today,
going.
but I can't get a good read off of him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know.
Wow, she's
All
a Poe
right.
and she doesn't even know it.
The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please...
Put down the damn
Seashell.
card.
I swear to God.
That glass of... I didn't really pour it for myself. Seashell. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw Seashell. Saw it in that messy state. Seashell. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired Seashell in the corner. When I saw him sitting, it's so hard not to laugh. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. So I went to pour him some juice. Seashell, when I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh, this is so funny.
So, you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony?
I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial.
Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left.
I know. Edgeworth. What the heck is going on in that brain of yours?
I don't know. I can't read his mind.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Seashell.
For reals this time.
You can present the evidence on statement 4, 5, or 6.
I got this. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think I know what it is. It's no, not that. The photo of his murder, right?
Correct.
Because he's got a freaking knife
He had a
sticking out of his
fucking
chest.
knife sticking out of him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not murdered.
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him?
No, not at all.
Uh-huh.
Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body?
Ah. I thought he merely
What is
fainted
the
from the
meaning of
knife.
this?
He's
Where
random.
did he
Like,
get up?
I was trying to catch up on some of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, I still stand by. That's the most survivable death injury you've ever seen in this series.
And because it's not the
But, I mean,
like
even
it's not
if
the
you
killing
saw,
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not
it
like
wasn't-
people knifing somebody. It's like, oh, there's a knife in somebody.
Yeah, that is true. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
No.
There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corrida's chest.
Banana knife, no.
Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought that he was a dead man.
That's... Well, you see...
I doubt a single person in this world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink.
Your point is?
Miss Andrews, your testimony just now was all one giant lie.
No!
And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer.
No! I wasn't gonna go that long.
That's fair.
Yeah, fair.
It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Miss Andrews, try to have some composure.
Oh please, nobody has composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan.
But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself.
That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse to testify.
Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Ungard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated.
Is it over? Have we found the truth at last?
What's wrong, Phoenix?
Usually, the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. I did notice that,
Now
yeah.
then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt Ungard.
Hit?
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason's quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. In the peanut gallery, please be quiet.
The absolute real truth? What are you...
Witness, don't you understand yet?
Huh?
No.
I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Ungard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party.
That's a lie. I don't believe you.
It's literally about to happen.
I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty.
What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it?
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared.
It's Franziska von Karma.
Huh?
Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another.
Apparently only women.
Apparently.
Yeah, funny about that.
Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself.
Then right now, Miss Andrews is...
Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt on guard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now, and is clinging onto them.
Then what should we do?
Let me talk to her, I got this.
This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get our not guilty. That's my only priority.
Oh, she
It
looks
wasn't
so
me.
sad.
I'm begging you. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help. Please. Someone. Help me.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
the court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime.
Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except for the woman crying over there,
Yeah?
right?
Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
We need to...
Cody, what do you think is the right decision?
Okay.
Oh shit.
Moral complications.
Sorry to cut you off, Erica.
It's fine.
Cat.
Wow, this is a hard choice.
Yeah.
Feel like we need to try and force her to testify. I don't know how, but I feel like that's the call we're supposed to make.
You're wrong, it's Seashell.
Esri in the distance. Seashell.
Was it? Is that the move?
On.
Either one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay. That was really
What?
mean. That was really
Wait,
mean of you.
I wanted to
I
see
genuinely
what
thought
Cody
you
would
had
do.
I thought it was like she had to testify.
No, it can be either, apparently.
Oh,
What?
interesting.
These fucking
Game's just-
games.
Game's just putting the screws to you right now.
Oh my god. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that.
I think it just affects some dialogue then.
It does.
Probably.
Okay.
I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that.
Not when she's mumbling Seashell over and over again for some reason.
Miss Andrews. I would like to know what you are really hiding.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Absolutely not. Sure, Mr. On Guard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end?
Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong.
Why are you
Time for
smirking
my
over there?
infallible charisma. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court.
Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, did I say charisma? I meant blackmail. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness.
Oh,
What?
damn.
And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past.
Stop. Please stop.
No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use.
It's
The
no
evidence
use.
right here. It's not enough to heat an autopsy report, it's a different report.
That's...
That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide reports.
What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews.
Harsh.
So
Secret of her-
awful.
The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world.
Please stop. I beg you, if people find out, I'll...
If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
Damn! Edgeworth, how can you be so cold?
However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me.
Cold-blooded
talk.
bastard.
But please, help me.
Damn.
Nothing matters anymore. Edward.
Whew.
When I first saw him,
Now the sad music.
I really... No, it's just the court music.
Oh,
It is, yeah, it's a cross-examination.
it's
When
still
I-
sad.
When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
An inconvenience.
Stabbed the body with a knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all of this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth.
The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again. Just like last time.
Last time?
On
Bullshit?
Dragon Ball Z. Mr. Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corrida, in the chest with a knife.
Galleon says, you know it's sad and serious because the Seashell is gone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Madame God for the murder. And this is a crime.
What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
Pulling
Press.
yourself together.
Nobody got
This is
time for
one of those
your
long
bullshit.
ones.
Okay.
One long
Boy,
one. Press everything.
Oh, great.
Oh, boy.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. But you could tell from the state of the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say you did not know he was dead?
Seashell is back.
God damn it!
It's my comfort.
Yeah, Seashell!
He had a scarf tied Seashell around his neck. Seashell, but that scarf is part of the Jammin' Ninja Seashell costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice.
Oh shit, that actually adds up.
When here we go.
What was this plan you had?
Seashell.
Seashell.
I knew right away the murderer was Matt. Seashell. I knew because one, he was going to expose Matt's seashell, weakest weak point to the world.
Oh my god.
So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt.
So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button.
I was reading Leo's comment. Come to think of it, her pants are less teal and more sea foam.
Seafoam.
Seashell.
Yeah.
Boom.
The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife.
So that was so you could get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime.
So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife.
It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Seashell. Sorry. When I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. Seashell. If I use the button somehow, I could make Matt look like I have to stop. Like, even more suspect.
So you thought to rip off one of the buttons planted on Mr. Unguard's Akama.
Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
Did you get blood on her clothes? An inconvenience?
There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
Right.
Mm.
I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lada.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
That's Miss Oldbag for
What a
you.
weird situation.
I had already been
No
caught and
kidding.
made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once. So I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again.
You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you?
Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is this secret?
That, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai's costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've heard enough. So, after that, you went back to Mr. On Guard's room and planted the button?
Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt on guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk.
Francisca, huh?
She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I did, or what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Poor
she's got
baby.
it rough. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, I do not, as long as her testimony
Sorry.
stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer.
Wait, Your Honor. The defense still...
Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. A cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit.
Oh, shit.
Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I need to check something.
Oh,
I just noticed something.
Uh-oh.
Was there like time change shenanigans with D&D or something else?
It is about D&D. I'm just making sure I'm not going to be late, and I have a bunch of
Oh, I
messages.
see.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
do not let your Discord appear on screen.
It's not on screen,
That's
don't
okay.
worry.
Man, we still
Okay,
haven't
yeah,
learned
it's-
much on why the hell
it
this
should be
guy
correct.
set us up on this job.
Nope. But
Well,
we're also
No,
not
we'll,
done
we'll
yet.
figure it out, don't worry. Alright.
It's
we're
not
back.
over yet.
Not over yet.
But
nope. Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Further question.
Understood, Your Honor.
Further
The prosecution.
questioning.
Further questioning. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
Very good. That is all. Court is adjourned for today. And thus I
oh,
have
that
spoken.
sound.
Yup.
Oh, hello.
The gallery's gone.
He left. Everybody left.
Everyone's go. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, poor Phoenix.
Today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal.
Witness, would you mind if I asked you something?
Huh? Edgeworth?
What is it?
Before you leave the court today, I wonder if I might look at one thing.
The seashell?
The card in your... Yes. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time
yeah,
now.
have you
What
seen
exactly
this?
is it?
It's Seashell.
It's really cool.
Mm.
This. Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember it at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room?
Room where it happened. That day.
Yes. I found
can
this
see it.
card when I discovered Juan's body. Yeah, it's right next to the glass.
Oh, yeah.
It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body?
I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. I mean, it's a really cool card. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
How much in this murder scene did you fuck up?
Like literally all of it.
Literally all of it.
Jesus Christ, woman!
Every little bit of it.
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me.
What does Edgeworth have to say about this, I wonder?
But as far as a clue of the case, or as a clue to this case, I don't see why.
Hold it.
Huh?
Witness that card. Give it to me. Now, hurry.
My Seashell
Edgeworth?
card.
Do you have any idea what you have stupidly, yet inadvertently done? This? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
I've had it out in the open this entire time.
I kept saying
I
seashell.
kept saying seashell.
I thought you had been wrong.
Well, that's besides the point.
That?
I didn't mean to.
What is this all about?
I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before.
Not even in bed.
Oh no.
That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean?
Seashell.
Why is it to be continued? We're in the fucking room!
Because
Just
we
to-
have investigation.
We have
Yep,
investigation and
There's
trial
one more
day
day of
two.
investigation, then trial. We gotta figure out what's going on.
Gotta figure out who really did it.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Alright, this is actually
Okay,
a great
Cody, who
time
did
to...
it?
No.
Go.
I mean, probably the dude with the stitches down his face. Who
Ah,
called
what?
himself... Who fucking called himself D-Killer?
I was gonna say just because his name is D Killer, we're gonna assume.
Man, talk about jumping to conclusions, man.
Wow.
I feel like that one was kind of spelled out, literally.
I don't know. I think
Not
it's
quite sure about
judgmental.
You know, it could still be Wendy Oldback. We don't know.
Want to know how he
It could
got?
be.
Still the
That is
ultimate
possible.
twist.
Want to know how he got those stitches?
Yeah, you wanna know how he got those
I do.
stitches?
I want to know.
Old Jack gave him
Kittens
to
from a
him.
kitten orphanage that was on fire.
He was disfigured saving so many kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna come at him because his name is D Killer. Wow, Cody.
Wow, Cody.
Wow. In
Wow.
French, that means really nice guy.
Okay, hold on. We have people in the
Killer.
chat that can prove that wrong, Auntie.
I don't believe you, but I also can't disprove you.
Like, I don't know what a French to do.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Outed immediately.
So funny.
One
Funny and backed
One-
me up.
Christ.
well, Box was saying 1 in 10 words. This trial has been seashell. That's discriminate.
Accurate.
That's my fault, though. My brain was zoning out every time she flipped the card over. That's the ADD.
See,
Seashell. It's a comfort. That
fuck.
woman needs some comfort, and I guess it's a little seashell card.
and now even that has been taken from her.
How could
Yeah.
he?
Oh man. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, that
Stone
was.
Cold
But it had to
bitch,
be done,
Miles Edgeworth.
or she was gonna get thrown in the slammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was gonna get herself arrested.
Like, it's bad. It's real bad, but it
Yes.
had to be done.
It had to
Yeah.
be done.
Well,
This is one of those situations where, look, you either get thrown in prison for murder,
Or we break
or
through
you
this
tell
trauma.
people something.
you're right.
Yeah.
Live
Now,
through the trauma. Talk about the trauma.
we are finished a little bit early, but that's okay because today is a D&D day. I've got like 40 minutes to eat and prepare.
Yeah.
So
Totally fair.
The D&D day.
But oh shoot, what's
God.
happening? I'm just gonna
More
be playing
updates.
more Veilguard this week. That's the long. That's the long and the
That's
short
the
of it.
takeaway.
Who would have thought?
That doesn't sound right.
It's just a matter of like, am I gonna play it twice this week? Am I gonna play it 3 times this week? Find out. Stay in my Discord. But that's pretty much it. I'm tackling Veilguard head on, and I'm still having a blast. So what are you
That's
doing?
good to hear.
Yeah. What are you doing, Victory Cannon?
Later today, it's at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. You better believe it's more Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
We're making our way through 100% and actually making some good progress.
Hell yeah.
I imagine I'll be close if by the end of today, but we'll see. Then tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure because I would like to continue playing Mega Man games, but I don't have any in the queue. So I may ask the good people of my Discord server for fan game suggestions because so far those have worked out great.
That's actually true.
Cool.
Between Innocent Impulse and the X8 remake, like people are fucking killing it with the fan games. So I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe there's more.
No. Recommendation. if you haven't played it yet, because it would just be funny. Mighty Number 9 is technically a Mega Man game.
I have played it. I have played it on stream, no less, and I will not be doing so again.
Good try, though. Well,
and then
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and then next Saturday. Wait a minute. Actually, maybe not.
Saturday.
I think D&D literally just got scheduled for Saturday, so I don't think so. If not, either Friday or yes, it certainly did. Depending on which day D&D is, it'll either be Friday or Saturday. But I'll throw an extra stream in there for casual stream day, and I think it is going to be the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon because we need to get back to that.
Oh, that one, yeah, that was fun to watch.
And then we'll wrap back around for Sunday where we'll all do this shit again, and then
we have a pretty good chance of actually finishing the case possibly next time.
I believe
the investigation segment is a two-parter, and it does look a little bit long from the guide, but depending on how we go.
We will see. I won't have D&D next week, so if we need to go over, it's fine. But if we can't because other people need to leave, it's fine.
And like I said, I'm depending on when my medical thing ends, I might be slightly late to next week.
That's okay. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
All good.
We've had people completely disappear, and we take the charge.
Yeah.
So we'll be all right. All right. Thank you for tuning in to Seashell Sundays. Don't forget that. Don't forget that
Seashell Sundays.
Don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow is Manfred Mondays now.
It is Manfred Mondays.
And I will say nothing further on that. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend.
Farewell.
And we'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.